Parents are like the most sympathetic people in the whole world. I mean, those are like the greatest parents ever.
The entire crew felt for Tom's parents.
You guys all?
Tom's parents are your parents. And I think that's why people associate with the whole screwing with the parents.
We know you've had sex twice because of myself and my brother being here on this planet. Did you ever have sex for fun?
And they get legitimately angry. But it's slutmobile.
You like the slutmobile, right?
I mean, they get really pissed. My first meeting with the parents ever was me in a ski mask with a camera. Coming into their house, Tom leaving me in the house with this homeless person.
It's 4:15 in the morning. We're out in front of my parents' house. I haven't been home in about 3 months, and I'm about to introduce my parents to my new girlfriend, Sandy, who I'm getting married to.
Tom barges in so much that they kind of got used to this. But even so, it would still be a surprise for me.
I haven't seen you guys in a while. I'd like you to meet my new fiance. Oh yeah, hi. I'd like to say Sandy. I'm gonna just head out now. A few things, okay, honey?
Okay, love you, sweetheart.
Love you. Bye.
I was instructed not to take off the mask and not to talk for hours on it. I was, shooting, but I didn't say anything. And I was just this guy in a ski mask with a camera.
Just like taxi, wouldn't you?
They did show that they had a really good sense of humor about themselves, ultimately. They became celebrities in their own right. Tom's dad likes being on camera.
Dick is a closet superstar.
You're my parents.
That's the sad thing, Tom.
And his mom is just like naturally funny. She doesn't even try to be.
And Daddy, he called me a stupid.
No, he would not. I'm not sure why he didn't.
Tom's mom was a fox.
We usually let a comfortable amount of time since the last thing go by. And then, we'd sit around with all the writers and come up with new things to do to Tom's parents.
The worst I've ever seen was the statue.
They were really angry about the statues. I think actually they were most angry the day before when we interviewed them.
Dad, what is Mom's favorite sexual position? Do you have a favorite sexual position? Come on. Come on, big deal. It's 1999.
Basically putting words in your mouth. Tom's, setting them up.
Oral sex? Anal sex? Come on, don't go. Sit down. Where you go?
Talk about it with me.
Mom, what's the problem? Have you had oral sex with Dad? Mom, have you had oral sex with Dad?
They really took exception to that. They thought it was tasteless. They were so mad about that we had to leave that evening.
So in the morning he comes back and basically says, look, I apologize about last night.
6 o'clock in the morning, my parents are sleeping. I feel really bad about what happened in the interview last night, so I'm gonna go apologize to them. You guys did a great job raising me. And I want to repay you for that.
I just wanted to come by and apologize and give you a present. Come outside, I just want to say I'm sorry.
Never stops.
What is that? Why is that?
Just remember the dinner, Dad. It's about the dinner you didn't want to talk about. Look at it, Mom. It's a present for you. It's the Where's My Dinner Bitch statue.
Not like your doll.
What are you doing? Dad. You letting the violence come out again?
Tom thought that would somehow repair the bridge, open up a dialogue. And it didn't, oddly enough. His parents were more upset now. They went back inside, and we quick had to shuffle and get another statue out there. And this one was, I think, the one that pushed him over the edge. It was called the You Like It Like That Bitch statue.
I realize the statue was not appropriate, okay? I want to make it up to you. Come stand in front of the statue again, please.
Totally I won't. No!
Finally, we got the parents to come out and take a look at it, and that's when his dad lost it.
Not about anger. Don't go off, okay?
Oh, get out of here.
Kicked the statue and kind of showed what he's all about. I mean, really got aggressive, really got violent, and kind of ruined the whole bit. I'm sure it was funny, but the statues were ruined. It took 3 weeks to build. They were $5,000 each. Really nice statues.
Don't ever mention the love statues because they hate it.
They're pretty turned off by it.
And the dad actually had called the day after and left a message for our production manager.
Listen to this. This is
My name is Richard Green. I'm Tom Green's father. I do not want the scenes that were shot this weekend at my home used on television. These scenes are used, I guarantee you, I'll sue you bastards for $1 million.
I would probably expect my parents to do the same.
I think they like the fact that Tom's on TV and they're really happy for him and proud of him, and they know that a lot of it are just jokes, and they do get, upset with a lot of things they do, but I think they're happy for Tom.
That's them. What you see on camera is Phil and Glenn. That's how they are.
Phil Giroux is kind of tough to explain.
But there's so many layers to Phil. He's like, Phil's an enigma, man. You could probably spend like days and days with Phil and still not have any clue about Phil.
He's crazy. He seems to have lost it a little bit, actually.
He's nuts.
He is nuts.
Phil laughs a lot.
He's got this sort of maniacal laugh, which apparently was influenced by Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
Oh, that's Phil.
Why don't we just throw him in a window with a coffee mug and that's all he does. He laughs.
It's sort of like having a laugh track wherever you go for Tom.
It was nice having Phil in back, laughing and everything, because he genuinely found a lot of the stuff funny, and when he didn't, it was on the script, Phil, laugh.
He is germophobic, he hates pennies, he hates touching pennies.
I don't like the way copper smells.
I don't like touching copper.
And it's, I don't know why, it gives me a headache when I touch copper. People use these things to pay for things, okay? I don't like copper. I don't like copper. It's a big deal.
He's scared of toilets. When he goes to the bathroom on number 2, he stands up.
He has to wash his hands compulsively.
It's the weird thing about Phil is I've been to his apartment and it's a disaster. There's pizza boxes everywhere, empty yogurt containers on the floor. It looks like a frat house.
He's got his stuff all over the place. There's hardly any furniture,
But what kind of animal are you living like? Even I don't live like this, and I'm a mess. Look at this. Is this your light? Is this where you keep your light?
His room was a disaster. Like, the drawers were all pulled out. His clothes were all over the floor. But yeah, he does in a weird way. He has some kind of germ thing. I don't know where he got that from.
Tom had taken Phil's girlfriend to Las Vegas and took her on a date because Phil had missed their anniversary, I believe.
Phil has a girlfriend who he loves. He loves her very much. They've been together for years. But if things were so hot, and if you love her so much, how come you forgot all about your anniversary? What? No, we didn't. I didn't.
Phil has this tendency to just kind of coast because he has the easiest job on the show. So every once in a while, it was great to all of a sudden, give Glenn a little bit of a break, and which Glenn loved. When Phil got it, Glenn was at his absolute happiest. We contacted Phil's girlfriend and asked her if she could fly to Las Vegas for the weekend to hang out with Tom and do this whole bit where she was going to be on a date with Tom, and Tom was going to treat her like a real lady.
And she was like, sure, and I think it's a whole sort of understanding with that whole group that grew up together. They're willing to do anything for a laugh.
She told Phil that she was going to Toronto on business for the weekend, and Phil believed it. He had no reason not to.
Remember that business trip that Kim said she went on? She was actually not really on a business trip, Phil. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Wow. She was in Las Vegas with me. Phil has a girlfriend. His girlfriend's name is Kim.
Last week was our 2-year anniversary. And you totally forgot. Not even flowers or anything, and I just, I felt really bad.
Kim. Well, Phil's in Canada right now.
Yeah.
Phil's far away from here. Would you like to go on a date with me today?
I think I will. I want to know how to be treated like a lady.
It was a very secretive type shoot, and it was, I think, more to give Kim some privacy and also make her comfortable with the shoot, because if you've seen the bit, it is pretty risque.
You ready?
Hey, watch us fight! Watch us fight! How's sex, Kim, with Phil?
Well, you know, he's got this like germ phobia.
Phil has a germ phobia?
Yeah, he does. He washes his hands 100 times a day. He just doesn't like getting all that stuff all over him, that sticky stuff.
Really? What do you mean, sticky stuff?
Well, you know, the ejaculate, I guess is the thing.
Really?
No, he doesn't like revel at it and just go, right away it's like, up and wash my hands kind of thing, you know?
If you were my girlfriend, we could roll in my ejaculate all day.
She's looking for the word, and she refers to Phil's ejaculate and how he has to immediately get up and wash. That's absolutely Phil.
I just want to treat you right, baby.
They were kissing. They were really kissing.
Phil? Phil? Oh, I thought I heard Phil.
I'm like, is this girl gonna really know what she's getting herself into? But she ended up just going along with everything.
Kim was a really good sport. She seemed willing to do just about anything.
That was the best sex I ever had. You're so good at sex, Kim.
Yeah. Got a lot of practice with Phil.
Why do you always f***ing talk about him? I took you out on the f***ing horses?
Phil thought that was hilarious. When we didn't know what Phil was going to think. It's like, oh, is he going to threaten to quit the show over this? Phil watched it and he just thought, oh, look at that's like hilarious.
He knows it's all for the show. He's probably done stuff to Tom in the past. Like, it was probably like a payback.
She actually was a natural. Like, we were kind of speculating that, wow, she'd be surprised if somebody offers her an acting gig after this.
There was one day in particular that we had 3 crazy bits. Extreme denominations, carnival games, and we also had undercutter pizza. It was amazing that we had 3 irate people.
In today's day and age with debit cards and credit cards and all this crap, fewer and fewer people are paying with cash. Buying a watch band today with a $100 bill. I should just pay with something smaller, since it's only $5. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, we did a segment where Tom tried to pay with things with a giant bag of pennies.
These pewter keychains.
$3.99.
I guess I'd like to buy one with a little pussy on it. You have collies, boxers, spaniels, Great Danes, pointers. I'll just take my change here. There we go. That's about fair. You've got Huskies, Dobermans, Irish Setters, Afghans, Pekingese, pointers.
Which one do you want?
I want the pussy. Okay? Thank you. Okay. Thanks very much. I'll pay with the $100 bill. I can't pay with this, or?
You can, but I don't have change with it. If you want, you can go next door to the luncheonette and see if he'll change it for you.
I was wondering if I could get some change made up. I'm buying some next door.
Interesting. They allow Tom to say pussy keychain, pussy keychain, pussy keychain. But then at one point, they bleep out him saying pussy. And I've never understood that.
I see like a $5 bill.
And the guy was just standing right there, and he was just like, "What are you doing?" You know, he was shocked that Tom would even think about doing this. The look on his face, it was priceless.
What's that?
What are you doing?
I just was hoping maybe you could give me a $5 bill so I could go next door and buy the pussy keychain.
Clean it up. Clean it up. Get out of here.
Okay.
5 minutes, you're out.
He turns right away and he gets really upset.
And right at that point, what I like to do, we hardly ever use this on camera, and I would just kind of inch forward a little bit, just kind of doing this kind of thing. Camera, and as I got really close to him, just like goes for the camera.
And he lunged at the camera.
Bring a piece of money and stuff.
Our cameraman got used to sort of having like one black guy from the viewfinder like snacking into him.
Like, I don't know what the big deal was. We had 2 hot girls with us who were like getting releases signed, and it didn't make any sense. It's almost like we hired an actor to do it, and he was just waiting to go, but he wasn't. He was really upset the whole time.
They went back there, and I think 15, 20 minutes later, explained the whole thing.
Anytime someone was on camera, we had to get them a signed release afterwards, which was usually, a tricky job and a very important job.
With releases, you look at the person and then assess, see, what do they need. Sometimes, give them a couple of MTV hats or MTV Tom Green shirts, and, people will sign it. It's amazing what people do for a t-shirt.
The next thing that happens that same day is we go to carnival games.
Carnival games. That was great. She was the best.
Tom was at Coney Island with the water gun.
Tom went to one of these booths and took a water gun, and you had to spray water in the balloon and make the balloon bigger.
How do you do it? These guys here. I thought you were supposed to shoot the people. I thought you were part of the game. No. Oh, sorry. Sorry, man. I thought you were part of the game.
The whole bit for him was he was going to spray this balloon, make it bigger, but he's going to keep on spraying the woman who was running the balloon.
He's just like squirting like anybody who's around, and I'm like with this clipboard, release is like, oh God, trying to get everybody.
How do you turn it on? Can you turn this on? We're just playing the game right now. Can you turn this on? How do you turn it on? Can you turn it on? Is it on? Is it on?
And then all of a sudden, she just went after him and started wailing on him. When the woman attacked Tom, I kind of felt it was my place to cross the line and protect him. She had a wicked, she really could punch.
I mean, that woman comes over and rabbit punches him like 7 times in the head. She was very upset. So she kicks him out.
I didn't even get over there, and they come running back like, Lenny, you gotta go over there and talk to that woman. We gotta get everything, under control over there.
I just came to the fair to play the game! I just want to play the game! I just came to have fun!
And there's some kids out there who clearly recognize Tom. And all of a sudden, she sees the camera. Like, for the first time, she acknowledges that there's a camera filming all this. And she looks at him and the kids and puts it all together. And she says, I know who you are, and I saw you on Oprah.
And she was laughing. But when I went back to see the footage, I realized that Tom had just been, beaten up by a woman.
And suddenly she's laughing about it, and Tom's hugging her. Like 1 minute after she's punching Tom in the head, she's laughing and hugging him.
I've never seen a woman go from one extreme to the next.
Tom takes a lot of pride in being able to, push someone to the brink of being able to tear his head off, and then being able to bring them back around.
That one was definitely, from one extreme to the next, the best transition I've ever seen. It was great.
Slugger, can I call you Slugger? No. Let me call you Slugger, okay?
I recall Tom saying something like, this is what it's come to, getting punched at. We had done it twice that day, and here it is, Undercutter's Pizza.
Undercutter's Pizza was by far the scariest, but one of my favorite ever, because it was such a great idea.
It was basically, let's tail, a pizza delivery guy, and then have, Tom competing with him and trying to, undersell him.
Just order the pizza?
Yeah.
What toppings did you guys want on your pizza?
Extra cheese.
Extra cheese, okay.
Where's my pizza?
Here we go. This is here. No, we're from Undercutters. Yeah.
Pizza.
No, how much is it? How much is yours?
Get the hell away from me.
You got it cheaper from me, though.
I really don't give a f. Get out.
They didn't know what was going on. They were definitely confused. And usually, like, the next emotion, once they feel like they're being scammed a little bit, is to get angry.
So you can get cheaper from me if you want.
I got 3 seconds to get out of here.
This is a new business.
We're f***ing American. Get out of here now. Let the dog out.
Okay, but this is a new business. It's called
I'm in a new business. It's right up your ass.
Hey.
Get out of here.
No, don't. This is.
Get out of here now.
Okay.
I think I lost it.
This is where Tom pushes it, you know, because he knows he's at that point. It's time to push.
We were going to give it to you cheaper.
Whatever.
We're just trying to start a new business here. It's a creative.
Started by advertising like normal people.
No, I want to.
Why do you gotta be a moron? Do me a favor. Take your and advertise somewhere else.
Okay, I'm sorry. But you know, we just go up to where the pizza people.
Shut your mouth.
Okay. You guys ordered a pizza. We want to sell you one for cheaper. Let's go. Let's go.
That was a real key in a lot of the bits. Is just Tom playing this misunderstood character who has very good intentions, but has no idea how it's really supposed to work. I just misunderstood how to run a business, you know, selling pizza.
You can tell this guy's really pissed off.
And he chased Tom.
Okay, go. It's got a hammer. Go. Let's go. We're sorry. Go, Matt. Matt, come on, Matt. This is the one. Matt, turn around. This is Matt. Go.
I gotta give much credit to our cameraman for not turning that camera around, because he was real close to getting his camera bashed, if not his head.
Matt just kept filming. The guy's, chasing. Matt's right up there, smiling, going,
Come on, a little more.
I figured I could, so what the guy's got. Well, the camera's in front of me, so even if, I'm back there. So if he throws the hammer, it's probably going to hit the camera, not so much you.
We're sorry.
That person is so annoyed at what was going on.
Yeah, I actually did go back, and I see this whole spread of our pizza toppings across the driveway, and I see 3 angry people, and we talked to them and explained to them.
He didn't want anything to do with us and what we were trying to do after the fact. Even after we said, look, we're MTV, we're a comedy thing, and we just need your signature. He's just like, get the
we sent someone back 2 days later.
But we went back there and we talked to them. You really have to talk to them and persuade them and tell them it's all comedy, it's all fun. The joke is on Tom, the joke is on them.
We probably gave them a little bit of money, but they signed a release and it just kind of went away.
We're from Undercutters. We just wanted to sell them a pizza for cheaper. That's all we wanted to do.
That was a pretty crazy day.